How we doing, guys? Welcome to DT's Daily. Now, on today's show, we're going to be talking about the team of the year and the ridiculous decision to include Bruno Fernandes. We're also going to be talking about Fiorentina because 6 of their players have just been tested positive for coronavirus. And we're also going to be talking about Jadon Sancho because Borussia Dortmund have said that he is going nowhere in the summer.
I represent my fucking self.
How we doing, guys? Welcome to DT's Daily. That's right. So the first place we're going to start is the team of the year. And it was announced yesterday that the player of the year is Jordan Henderson. Now, I'll get onto that in a moment. But then there was the team of the year. And there was one surprise inclusion. And that was Bruno Fernandes of Manchester United. The guy's played 5 games. This is team of the season. The clue is in the title. Team of the season. He's played 5 games. And they've included him in the 11. Yes, he's had a great start to life at Manchester United. But 5 games. To get him in the starting 11. The likes of Maddison, Grealish, all had better seasons. Because they played the season. Absolutely mind-blowing. And I'll get into this, alright? But the BBC have announced their Premier League team of the season, and it's mostly as you would expect, with Liverpool hugely dominant. No issues with that. 7 Liverpool players make the starting lineup, but there is a surprise in there as Manchester United midfielder Bruno Fernandes makes the cut. This is despite the Portugal international only joining Manchester United in January and playing just 5 games in the English top flight. He has, in fairness, been superb in the few appearances he has made. But again, it's 5 games, man. I'm genuinely baffled who makes these decisions. Where did it actually come from? Was this a fan vote? You know, if it was, who voted? Goldbridge? What on earth is this? You know, let's go through the 11, right? Alisson in goal. No issues with that in any way, shape or form. Best goalkeeper in the Premier League. Trent Alexander-Arnold at right back. Anything I'll say about that is that maybe Wan-Bissaka is in the running, but given the fact that Liverpool are where they are and the assist that Arnold has, that's why I'd say he is being picked, but no problem with that. Virgil van Dijk, no issues with that in any way, shape or form. Soyuncu at Leicester, no problem with that at all. Brilliant this season. Quality centre-back. Robertson at left-back. No issue with that at all. De Bruyne. No issues. Jordan Henderson. No issues at all. For me, shouldn't be player of the season. But he deserves to be in the team of the season at least. Captain of Liverpool. Bruno Fernandes. Salah. No problems. Mane. No problem. Sergio Aguero. Yeah, I do have a problem with that. Aubameyang's got more goals than him. So why is Sergio Aguero there ahead of Aubameyang? How disrespected and how underrated is Aubameyang in the Premier League? It's a joke. Aguero shouldn't be ahead of him. You know, Aubameyang won the Golden Boot last season. He's in the race to win the Golden Boot this season. But Aguero gets ahead of him. Nah, mate. Nah. But Bruno Fernandes, 5 games in the 11. Behave yourself, man. Absolutely rubbish. And the situation with Jordan Henderson, don't get me wrong, he's had a great season. But for me, the player of the year, no, not for me. I'd give it to a Liverpool player and I wouldn't give it to Virgil van Dijk. For me, the player of the year has been Mane. I think he's been absolutely sensational. Blows the likes of Salah, Firmino and the rest of them out of the water. Virgil van Dijk been brilliant as usual, but no. And Jordan Henderson, sorry, but no. Mane for me, completely baffling. I don't know who makes this, who does this, who actually does the votes. I don't even know. Is it people that work at the BBC? Is it Gary Lineker? Jermaine Genius? I suppose he didn't pick a Tottenham player if it was him. But no, absolutely no chance. Bruno Fernandes in the team of the season and he's played 5 games. Behave yourself, man. Seriously. Next piece of news involves Fiorentina and 3 players and 3 members of staff have tested positive for coronavirus. Doctors at the Serie A side identified 6 new cases of COVID-19 from the first round of tests following the government's go-ahead to return to individual training on Monday. They have all been sent home to continue their isolation in compliance with the government's protocol, while the club prepare for the rest of the first team squad and staff to undergo the remaining tests on Friday. After the test undertaken in the laboratory on Wednesday afternoon, ACF Fiorentina reports that 3 players and 3 members of the healthcare technician staff have been identified as testing positive to COVID-19, a club statement said on Thursday. So that's not great. Just as Italy are looking to follow in the footsteps of the Bundesliga, which of course has a start date now, 16th of May. I think viewing figures for the Bundesliga are going to go through the roof. Everyone's dying to see a game of football. But this, for Italy, it's not great. You know, they're having their first rounds of tests and everything else. And 6 players from one club already. And you've got to look at that and say, is it going to be safe? Italy was really, really badly affected. A lot worse than Germany, that's for sure. And I don't know whether they will get football back up and running there for a while yet. But that's not great news. And, you know, when they want some positive signs and positive news, they go and get this in the first round of testing. So it'd be interesting to see when they do the rest of the players and the staff, whether there's any more. And it'd be interesting as well over the course of the weekend going into next week to find out whether any sides in the Serie A have also got players or staff that have coronavirus as well. So not great, and we wish them well in their recovery. Last piece of news involves Jadon Sancho, and of course he is very sought after, absolutely tearing up the Bundesliga since he signed from Manchester City. And if reports are to be believed, then he's going to Manchester United, and there's a slight chance of Chelsea. And you know, I'm seeing so many stories and reports, and you know, he doesn't want to leave to go back to anywhere apart from London. He wants to go back to his hometown and everything else, and I don't know what to believe anymore. But Borussia Dortmund expect Jadon Sancho to stay at the club this summer. However, a source close to the 20-year-old has told Sky Sports News that a move away from Dortmund is still likely, as he is unlikely to extend his contract, which expires in 2022. Dortmund have maintained they will only sell if the deal is right for the club and the player, who is valued in excess of £100 million. In March, Dortmund's chief executive said the club would not stand in Sancho's way if he wanted to leave in the summer. You always have to respect what the player wants. We already said that before the coronavirus pandemic that our preference is for Jadon to remain with us. A number of Europe's top clubs, including Manchester United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Real Madrid and Barcelona, are interested in signing Sancho. So yeah, look, it's one of those. Borussia Dortmund are not going to be walked over. Trust me on that. They're not no mugs. And they don't need the money. So if you think you're going to go in there low-balling and you're going to try and offer 50, 60, 70 million, it's not going to happen. They have a price for Jadon Sancho, one of the hottest properties in world football. The fact that he's so young as well, and, you know, the ceiling that he can reach to, you know, you pay that £100 million and he fulfills his potential and then some, you'd make that money back no end, easily. And if you ended up selling him, you'd probably make double that. But it's mad. Yeah, Dortmund, they're just not going to be swayed. They're not going to be bullied. And yeah, it just depends what Jadon Sancho wants as well. And whether he might push the club into making a transfer. Does he want to move back to London? Could that sway him going to Chelsea? He's not going to go Arsenal because Arsenal ain't going to spend £100 million. It fits in that he could go to Arsenal, the style of football, the fact that he's got so many friends at the club like Joe Willock and Reece Nelson, etc. But we've got an owner that won't spend £100 million on a player, and there's no way we're getting Jadon Sancho. So, no, if he's going to go back to London, then the only place he would go back to would be Chelsea. And it's as simple as that. So there we go. That is it for today's DT's Daily. Let me know in the comment section whether you agree or disagree. Definitely let me know your thoughts on the team of the year. And whether you agree with that inclusion of Bruno Fernandes. Also the player of the year. Do you think Jordan Henderson deserves it? Is he your player of the year? Or do you agree with me that Mane should have got it? Yeah, definitely let me know on those ones. If you're new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you smash a like on this video. And I will see you lot soon. I'm out of here.